How is it going today? Oh shoot, I'm in double. Okay. How's it going? So today, we're bringing Mozart right out. Because there's no way for us to not get copyright strike. Alright? So that's the solution. The solution is bringing the kings themselves. And I'll see if it works. Maybe we'll just cut it out. I don't know. Anyway. I'm happy that you're here. If you are, we're gonna be able to, well, have a good little chill time today. And do a little bit of code. And I hope that it will be a little bit better. It should be. I got a little bit of sleep. Of course, it helps a bit to have some sleep. So let's shove my face right into the camera. Alright, let's go. Let's get this party going and let's do something useful. So just to start, let's put that chat on the screen like we normally do. Here we go. Yo, my friend, how's it going? How is life? Good, good. Happy to hear it. Life's good to me too. Probably have some funny stories. Well, yeah, I can yap a little bit. Just to do some build-up, I guess. Some kind of background conversation that we can have. So. Okay. First of all, they just changed their streaming dashboard a little bit. It's different. They have this let's shove this on screen. They have this dual stream thing that you can like turn on. Probably do. Well, no, it would be kind of dumb for what we're doing. I don't know. If you can get one other person to hop on, I guess it's worth it. I don't know if it's the best music. Mozart, you're a bit too intense. Oh, well, he's chilling down a bit. Anyway. So, since last time, last time we were messing around a little bit with the get function so that we can get multiple things from it. It was an absolute disaster yesterday, and when I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm so dumb. This was so easy to fix. What am I doing? And I fixed it. So that means that we should be able to go to the next step of things, which should be setting things up for when a file is modified, when there's a change to a file, and when there's a file that is moved. So those two are going to be fun. So the big thing with the tags that we're trying to parse out of the file is that we need to know when they change. And that's going to be a bit complicated. But hey, we'll try. So today it's a bit snowy over here in Canada. It is definitely not warm. And today was the day that I decided to make my life complicated. And to fix some problems. Not with the code, but with my house. So I had a leaking dishwasher. Let's just say that... Oh, Just want to make sure that I'm not like crashing my stream. No, I'm not. Okay, I should put this to pause. Alright. Was a little bit scared. Anyway. So, it was really fun to say to myself, hey, I'm going to fix that dishwasher. And, of course, I cut the water. And when I tried to cut the water, the valve broke. So I was there standing with a valve in one end, my dick in the other, completely fucked. Just waiting around on, I don't know, the second coming. So, yeah. Good thing that I have a half working main. So I was able to kinda cut the valve. Because obviously it wouldn't be fun if the valve would cut all the way. But it gave me just enough time for me to go ahead and actually go buy what I needed of the store. So not that bad. No flood, no biggie. I gotta say, I was surprised to get the valve in my hand. I didn't expect that one. That one was funny. Anyway. Alright. So here. We're going to go to try to parse the tag of a modified file. So that's the first thing that we should do. So parsing the file of a modified file, we should use this, but I think that the new file is not cut file 1, it's cut file 2. We'll just confirm that. Am I mixing things up in this code here? Because that sounds a little bit dumb. It's not good that I'm doubting my code. It doesn't matter, it's a modified file, you dummy. The name doesn't change. What am I doing? Alright. So this works. I'm getting the new tag. We're looping through the new tag. If there is not a new tag, we continue. Well, if the new tag is empty, I mean, we continue, so we loop back over here. If there's nothing, we're just doing nothing. Now we need to know what the dog doing. So the first thing that we should seek to do is to try to know if the tag already existed in a prior version. So let's actually do that, right? And let's note that is the tag in prior version. Now we're going to do this probably with an if. Now tag. Oh man, I don't remember what the value, what values this returns. We're just going to run the command again. That's a lazy boy. Alright. So first is the name, second is line start, line end, and after that the type. Alright. We should be able to find our things with that. So, if are we going to run into weird problems because, oh man, we might. Okay, we're going to be lazy and do it step by step. First thing that we need to know is to make sure that the name exists in our database. So first things first, we do new tag name, and that's to get the tag ID because we need the ID, right? So we are going to use that's the walrus operator, right? I think it is. So the walrus operator will allow us to set a variable based on what we have here, and after that it's going to be able to be judged. So it will make our code a little bit more compressed. So now we are going to search for the tag name. So what we're essentially saying here is, do we have a tag name with this name? Because if we do not, obviously we do not have this tag already in, so we're going to need to add it. All right, so let's just add more detail. Check for name. All right, tag name get, and then we do m.tag.name. No, it's underscore. Sorry, underscore. And at which position do we want this value? So we want in the value t name, and we would want it to have the value of tag at the position 0, because at position 0 should be here the name of our tag. All right, first thing first, folks, we got it. This if. Okay, so here we have the if our thing already exists, if we already have our name in our database, else is if we don't. So if we don't, it's pretty easy, because we're doing exactly the same thing as before, right? We're doing the same thing as adding a tag. Nothing different. So let's actually put that code right over there. We're going to pass over it just to be sure that we understand what happens. So here we create the tag name, no biggie. After that, we create the tag itself, which, well, everything looks good, right? We put the type of the tag, which is right here. We put the tag name ID, which we retrieved right here. Well, either retrieved or set. After that, we set our line or retrieve again right here. And after that, we create our bridge tag just to make sure that everything is connected. Now, this one here might fail. So where can we get our new FID, our new file ID? So let's just take a look. Create file right here. So it should be at position 2 that we're going to get that FID. So here, instead of 1, we're putting 2. So here we're going to get the new file ID. Easy. So now we have fixed, well, we've created the timetable where, not the timetable, what am I saying? Blah, 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 blah. We have created the world. My God, can I speak today? We have created what should happen whenever the tag doesn't exist in our system. Now, if the tag name exists in our system, that doesn't mean that the tag exists for this specific file. So we should search to see if we had that tag already in a prior version. So let's actually do that. So check for the actual tag. And we're going to do kind of the same thing as this. Just a bit different. So now that we have a tag name, we should be able to take a look at the bridge. Right. So we have this. Let's go into our database just to understand a little bit. So we have this thing called bridge tag. So bridge tag will have the old file ID and the TG ID. Oh wait. Oh darn, that doesn't work. True, that doesn't work at all. My system is screwed. Oh god. Ripperoni, bro. Okay. So I'll need to, I guess, get all the tags in advance. Well, I would have needed to do that anyway. So I'm just confusing myself here. And I shouldn't, right? So, okay. So here we have the new tags. At deleted, we should have a technique to get the old tags. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. So we should at least get the old tags right here. Oh. Okay. Okay, so let's start with... That's a complicated one. We should start by knowing if there is old tags. So if there is old tags, we should do something. Or we should at least... Oh man. I'm having a hard time mapping this out. I'm probably overcomplicating everything in my head, and that's just the issue. So... Okay, so if we have a list of old tags, we should probably transform them in something useful, because right now what we're going to have is a list of this. So we're going to have file IDs. Well, no, the file ID we will have because, well, by default we give the file ID, right? But we're going to have a list of TG-ID and LN IDs. So we should probably transform this to get something of value, right? Because with... Where is the tag name ID stored? Inside of tag, right? Yes, okay. So we should probably get all of this queued up. Are we returning an array out of get? Because if we are, I'm just going to be extra lazy and append a bunch of things at the end of the array. So yeah, let's go take a look at the get code. I think it's over here. Haha, yes, we get an array. Okay, we're going to be lazy here. Okay. So we're going to add things onto our already existing array of array. Right? Is that what we have in tag? Oh my god. Forgetting everything. Going senile over here. Let's check again. Okay, yes, we should have a list of... Okay, we should have a list containing each of them a tuple with the actual information. So maybe we should redo a new list containing each tuple. Let's do list of lists. This is what I'm... this is what we should do, okay? Let's stop making this dumb. NW. It happens, dude. I forget often as well. We all do forget, my friend. I don't know what NW means. You should help me with that. I don't know a lot of the internet lingo. Oh, makes sense. Don't say my bad, my friend. You're if you're using it and afterward I ask for explanation and you're giving it to me, you're better than 99.999% of people. Good job. So please don't go and worry. All right, we're just going to duct tape things right onto that list to make it usable, right? So if we have old tags, then we are going to... Oh, shoots. We need to create the array beforehand, or else we're going to bug a bunch of things. I'll speak more. Speaking more helps. Alright, let's do a big ol' square. Let's do a big ol' square. So, we should get the old tags. We get the new tags. We then try to set the new tags. So we set the new tags. And the way that we set those new tags depends on if old exists, if old doesn't exist, if old is the same. So first thing first would be to put old into an array and then do an if array exists search within the array for already existing tag ID. And then we can do this magical thing with new. And if we have any old left that were untouched, we can know that by deleting each old each time that we use it, right? Then we would be able to say that the old that is left doesn't exist anymore, so then we just do the code to delete it. That code we already know how it works, right? We have already wrote it. All right. First thing first, put old in a list, right? That's the first thing first. Let's stop being dumbos. Thanks. My eyes hurt at 2 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry. I should probably put it the inverse, right? I should put it black to white, right? I'm trying to kill your vision over here. But hey, hi, my friend. Where are you from? 2 a.m. That's yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Happy that you're here, my friend. Stay safe. Also, stay safe. So let's just make an old tag list. Old tag list. Just so we don't like screw up anything later. But yeah. Okay, so now our our goal should be to just shove things into our list. Is it cold in Ukraine? Yeah, it gets very cold in Ukraine, right? Because you're at the same latitude, and I think that your place is well, I was about to say your place is fucked, but not not for these reasons. I'm so sorry, but it gets cold as shit in your kind of the wood. So yeah, I share the struggle. Not the bad struggle, but the weather one. But for the bad one, God, I wish we had a real military and we should have put our foot on the ground and fuck Russia. But anyway, I'm making real sure that I don't go into not making any code and just talking politics, but yeah, anyway. So let's go into a loop. No, 3 degrees. There hasn't been any snow in Ukraine for many years. What? Really? Crazy. I thought there were. It's warm over there. What the fuck? I'm jealous, my friend. You. Okay. For old tag in old tags. Naming scheme, am I right? Snow falls. And everything turns into a swamp. Oh, I heard of that. I don't know, that sounds... Is it worst? It probably is. It probably is like something like even like traditional to get your car stuck into the mud, probably. That would be my expectation. Like that sounds like not a fun thing. I don't know, do you end up like driving with mud tires? I don't know. That would be cool though. Alright, so what do we need for our tags? We need to know the line. Well, we need to know the tag ID. We need to know the name. We need to know the lines. Are we really expecting the type to change? Because if the type change... Let's just ignore types for now. Yeah, if you think that the parser is going to go away... No. Well, if I'm still streaming by then, we might do some super stream for research for the new kernel. That could be nice. That would also help me in that research, because verbalizing things help a lot into knowing if I understand something or if my brain is just saying, you'd have enough. But yeah, we're going to probably do some live research, because for now, I'm not stopping the stream, okay? I'm happy with my 2 concurrent viewers. That's you, my friend. So, alright, how do we get all that we want? Actually, good that there's no snow. But if it does, after a while, everything turns into a swamp. It's a shame for our soldier who are defending the country in the swamps. Yes, I've heard of that a lot. I don't know, is there... Well, you probably know, but is there a calculus like that? Wouldn't it be like an attacker... Wouldn't it be harder to attack an enemy that is in a swamp? Like, by that I'm saying, wouldn't it be harder for Russia to try to expand into the swamp? Like, I know that it's trash as hell to be in a swamp, but I mean, if I were to invade and the people would be in a swamp, I would be like, sounds like my freaking scooter is not going to get there. Attackers have more issues with the mud. Well, that's what I'm expecting. But it's still missing the trenches for logistic on both sides. Yeah, it would make sense that the logistics would be absolute garbage. Like, how do you really make a trench when you're in the mud? Ugh, I don't know. This thing is so frustrating to me. You know what? We're delving into politics while I'm doing absolutely anything. Nothing, I mean. I'm so triggered about what's happening over there. It's like there's so many things. Oh, we're... Why are we... Why are we even doubting? What are we doing? We should just... We should just help. We should just fuck the Russians. It's the only right answer. Trenches are already built in places. Yeah, but not everywhere, right? I mean... It's been a long time since I've followed anything related to that. I mean, Trump has depleted my my attention span, and Carney, which is the Canadian Prime Minister, has absolutely boosted my will to live. I understand perfectly well that in both situations there are two states, but on the other side there is a country that is defending itself from occupiers, murderers, and that is bad for our logistics. Yeah, I I agree. I just I just want to be sure we're clearly both non-native English speakers, so we're trying our best here. Um, Fully support Ukraine. I think that we, to be honest, I think that whenever it started, which of course it didn't started, it started way before what people think. We all know, right? We all know that. Fucking hell, I'm blanking out right now. Crimea is Ukrainian territory, and whenever that was annexed, we should have fucked Russia up, like right there and then. And that was the first blunder. The second one was letting them continue to fuck you. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not trying to like to not anger those people. I'm just I know that it's heavy for a lot of people, right? There's a lot of people who, well, are hearing about this often, and sometimes too much is too much. So I could understand someone like being, no, I've had enough. I don't want to listen to this no more. But yes, I mean, all the all the Russians that are part of the invasion deserve the fucking rope. Shit, I'm about to be TOS if I continue. I should probably put it in some other wording. Oh man, so many things to say. So little brain cell to do it. And you say fuck politics. Well, I don't know. I love politics. I love it. Real bad. But fucking hell. Can things be black and white sometime, and it feels like, why? Why are we doing all this bullshit? I agree. If it weren't for your support and the support of European countries, which I am incredibly grateful to you for, I am 100% sure that Putin would not have stopped and would have gone after Europe. Absolutely, but I mean, okay, I skipped a comment. I'm just going to read it before. Politics is interesting, but the power hungry, but the power hungry assholes. Baltics first, probably. Look, when I think about Ukraine, I don't think about a buffer state, right? I don't think about Ukraine as this thing to be a big meat shield in front of Europe and world stability, right? When I see Ukraine, I think about it as a country which its people deserve to fucking live and to have a right of self determination, right? So a more maybe local issue that we could have over here in North America would be 80, right? this little island that there's an earthquake like every 2 minutes, and it's a, well, let's just say what it is. It's a shithole, and nobody helps. Everybody's just looking there and being like, yeah, somebody's going to help. And Kenya sends like 4 people to try to help, and they cannot do much with these 4 people. So, I mean, there's a lot of countries in the world that would see great help of Canada and a lot of other countries just fucking going ham and using their military. But right now we don't have militaries in Canada, right? We don't have a real force. And well, the liberals which are in power right now in Canada, they do support Ukraine and they do want like to do as much as possible. But there's also a very weak will in helping Ukraine right now because of the cost of living issues that people are experiencing, which pretty much means that people have just a very hard time seeing how much they're lucky and how pricey their lives are and how improved their lives are. So, like, their inability to see how fucking good they have it makes them want to push it in the trash, which is very triggering for somebody that likes good governments. Um, then Crimea, then Donbass, then Luhansk, Luhansk. Anyway, then the 2021 invasion. True, there should have been a no-fly zone and a bunch of dead Russian. Holy shit! Oh man, how insane that we knew beforehand that it would happen, and we fucking did nothing. That's disgusting. Oh man. I'm I'm giga triggered. And Georgia too. I mean, all of those things, like they're not secrets. The Chechen wars, right? They're not secrets. We're just, ah man. Yeah. Where are you from? This comment deleted. You may have said it in the past, but I'm I have a hard time remembering these stuff. This comment deleted. The first thing that happened was the capture of Donetsk. Then, by chance, Crimea was captured very quickly since there was no resistance. Yeah, okay. So I'll say West Europe. But yeah, it's you say power hungry, but I mean, I have no problem with people being power hungry. But if you're to be power hungry, at least do it for something good, right? So we're like 2 people, so who gives a shit? Okay, let's just cut out like 30% of possible audience over here. Trump is a goddamn retard. Holy shit! How can he fail that hard? And the insane part is, let's say that we reset the clock the second he was in this year. He could have used everything that he said that he would have used the first time, which is be the insane man and do insane things and act like an absolute belligerent on the global stage. But do that against the enemy, goddammit! Not not your ally! Annexing Canada? Are you fucking insane? Bro! Warrior backbone! Hello? um, well, but he is, right? So you've probably seen there's so much ways that he's compromised, but like more precisely for Ukraine, because we're talking about it. Um, there was what's his name, the guy that is negotiating the envoy, the U.S. envoy for the Ukraine conflict, and that's how they say it, but the Witkoff, this fucking piece of shit. Witkoff should be TOS, okay? He should absolutely rot in a jail. Um, uh, I'm sure you saw it, but I mean, he was talking with the Russian, and he was saying to the pretty much the his Russian homologue, his Russian counterpart, he was saying to that guy what to say to manipulate Trump. Bro, yes, treason used to be illegal, but of course, after they try to overthrow democracy the first time, putting uh, the guy back in power, you're kind of fucking it up, right? And I mean, I liked Biden, but with hindsight, he should have been a fucking tyrant. Holy. Well, it's not. That's the issue, right? It's not that the justice system is not great, is that the justice system has not been used, right? So we have a great executable. We've not executed this shit. So no matter, like, it doesn't matter if you create rules for somebody that won't follow them, but even before, it doesn't matter if you have the best justice system in the world. If you don't put your prosecutors on time, you're screwed. Well, yeah, of course, there was this ruling from the, I was about to say the Superior Court. There's another name for that. The Supreme Court of the U.S. that pretty much gives the U.S. president the absolute immunity. So, and of course, the Republicans over there, they don't give a shit, right? The Republicans on the court, they seem to be a-okay with pretty much greenlighting or giving some kind of excuse to every freaking thing that he does. It's insane. Like I'm just so triggered about the waste. Like cutting USAID. What was it? Was it? It was in the millions, right? We can probably like check this shit. Cutting USAID deaths. 14 million deaths that are going to come about because of this shit in 5 years. And I think that they've already calculated like a couple of hundreds of thousands of deaths. Like literally, it fits their prior calculation. So it's why are we why like it's so not needed, so not needed. Like we can say this for everything. The tariff too, right? No, it's okay. You can caps all the fuck you want. Like the tariffs, they're because they're destroying the economy while doing it, they're getting less money in because they're suppressing the amount of money that they get through all other taxes. Big brain, bro, big brain. Like this is insane. Read any books. Any. There's not one that tells you that this was a good idea. And he was saying it on the campaign trail. This is why I'm so like this is why I push back a little bit when you said power hungry, because look, I can say it, the Liberal Party in Canada is power hungry, okay? They're going to do what it takes to get in power. They don't care. Your principle, put it up your ass, okay? What we need is the people on our side to get the fucking votes. So I'm all in for that because they're the people that upheld democracy. So as long as it's not the conservative, which in Canada pretty much are, we call them Maple MAGA for a reason, right? So it's frustrating to see this, but it's not surprising, right? And again, another problem that's brought by the Russian. They're not only fucking up Ukraine, they're fucking our social media. Yeah, I don't like binary choices either. But I think that what I hate even more than binary choices in politics is like pretending that there is any equivalence between two positions that are not the same, right? Cutting USAID and not cutting USAID, like it- there's no way that you can come out of this saying like cutting USAID is a good thing, right? The best case that you can do is we're going to lower it over time and let other countries take over. Like that could make sense if you're really like if you don't like the idea of well of world cooperation. But there's a bunch of things like that, right? The Republicans are going to defend anything that creates more power for hungry politician. Coalition governments are kind of awesome. Yes and no. No, that's true. I think that you were talking about the both side thing. Um, I agree with that. I know who I pick. If it were my choice, absolutely. I don't know. Coalition governments can be good. They can be bad. I think that often we over-index. We put too much importance on the structure of government, when in reality, the most important thing is the media, right? Because the media is what will, well, the media or uh, if we enlarge the scope a little bit, what the people consume for news or how they know what to search or if they should search to get some kind of truth. So that's like way more important than the actual structure, because you could get the most dysfunctional like parliament or type of governance and it would still kind of work if the people voted correctly. Mm. Yeah, but still, I rather have four choices. I understand. Personally, it's just because there is a party that is taking very big. Let's just say that they're abusing the fact that we have a coalition system too in Canada, and it's the people that want independence for Quebec. Uh, they're they're insane. They're borderline terrorist. I hate them so much you don't even know. So yeah, when I see people like blatantly taking advantage of that system, and it just makes me feel like a two-party system sometime would feel great to just crush those people out. I mean, those people, I really hate them. But hey, I like the structure of governance in Canada. I think that it's in the best. But of course, my experience is um, in looking at structures of government is not that deep. Do, 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 do. It's great that there are people who have the right point of view and don't try to justify a terrorist. The parentheses fucked me, man. But uh, yeah, it's yeah. it, I feel like 99% of things in life, when you have like real information, when you go and search, like in Canada we've got a StatCan, which is Statistic Canada, and they have a bunch of data about what's going on in the country. Like they don't give an opinion, but you have access to the data, and most countries have this, right? So you go and look there, and you can actually get an idea of what the f like is actually going on. So when the guy is saying, "Hey, our country is falling down, and our politician are this," you go check, and it's not true, and you're like, well, you're a fucking liar, and I'm not believing you. Right? That, that's a fun thing to be able to have discussions with people, and those people be able to see that same data and be like, yeah, we know the truth. We can actually get to the same conclusion, even if we're two different human beings, and not just listen to what big TV man is saying. Oh right, I forgot about that. Oh, okay, that was about Quebec. Um, yeah, but the regionalism is just a thing some countries have. Yeah, it's just it's a very hard thing in Quebec. Um, I think the parentheses was just a smiley. Yeah, that would make sense. Um, I always imaging as a smiley. True. True, true. There is so much regionalism like that, but like I'm not saying that it's bad because in all honesty, I support right some amount of regional, we could say nationalism and expression of the cultures, um, even in Quebec, right? And of course, in Canada, we've got our First Nations and all that, and I support them doing what they think is best for their people. Um, but at the end of the day, when we're talking about the federal government, the goal is not to burn it down. The goal is to work together for the good of all Canadians or all whatever insert your country. So it's a bit frustrating when you've got some people who literally say, yes, our goal is to destroy government. It's like, okay, good, my friend. Hey, just before you go, if you're still in here, I may stream in a time that is more convenient to you tomorrow. So hit the bell, I guess. All right. Take care, my friend. Yeah, I'm very internationalist. I'm too. I think we should have a functional UN and work towards cooperation. True. Okay, cool. I won't make it too late either. Yeah, I'll try to stream a little bit while my daughter is having a nap tomorrow. It's probably a good thing to have a quick talk and maybe get some other people. I know that I've got a lot of people that are from the EU. Hey, from Brazil. How's it going, my friend? How's it going in Brazil? Is it hot? We're cold over here, all right? Share the sun, please. But yeah, I'll see if I am if it makes sense. Have you ever developed something in Java or Kotlin? I tried when I was very young. I wanted to make an Android app. Big emphasis on I wanted to. I downloaded the IDE and it pretty much died not long after. But yeah. Well, I mean, to be brutally honest here, when I was younger, I didn't have the attention span, and I don't even think it would have been physically possible for me to sit down and to do any code, being that without any medication, I'm not able to do much. So we're going to drink to that, I guess. Like we can clearly see that the Concerta or Concentra or whatever the fuck I'm taking is not making much of an effect right now because I have a hard time thinking about code, which is why I should probably just live stream midday for me, right? This would probably be way better. Although I would probably go on to every politics debate because I'm like I'm way too hyped on that. Have you ever tried modafinil? No. Don't even know what this is. Let's take a look. Modafinil. Okay, for wakefulness. Oh, okay. That sounds like it. Okay. Off label. Oh, okay. Is this something that a real doctor will prescribe to you? Or is this like, you're asking me, like, have you ever done pot? No. Right? Is this, um, I got a fun project to save code snippet in a GitHub repo. Maybe it helps with your attention span. I'm trying to understand everything that is sent to me. I'm getting overwhelmed. It's okay. Don't stop. I like it. Have you tried meth? Have I tried meth? Well, I don't know. Is it? Isn't it the molecule? It ends by meth, right? Uh, is that how we write it? Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. It's methylphenidate. I got that meth, my friend. I got some of that methylphenidate. Yeah. My I'm not ignoring you. This comment is deleted. This comment's deleted. It's just my brain has a hard time processing um your text. It's okay. I'll skip a little bit, but I read it. I didn't fully understand it, but it's okay. I had sleep problems and my doc recommended it. Not so good as an ADHD med though. Yeah. Oh, too expensive. Yeah, that's probably not good. But yeah, my problem is ADHD, or at least that's what they say I have. Oh, that is also often an ADHD drugs. No problem. My brain has problems explaining it. No, it's slow processing on my side. Don't worry about it. But it to come back to whatever the fuck I was on, uh, it really changes your life, right? Because don't ask me if I've tried anything else. I have not. In reality, like 6 months ago, was the first time that I ever took this shit. And yeah, pretty sweet. And 6 months ago, I also started this shit. Go figure. So yeah, no, it helps with trying to start things, especially when your whole day you just feel like gaming and like being like that the whole day and feeling like shit. And somehow, even if it's supposed to be a negative, it helps with anxiety a little bit. Not that I'm a very anxious person, but it does help. So, UP. All right, let's fucking do something. Holy shit. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm getting stun lock over here. So let's do this FID. So we've got our FID on lack. All right. We've got our FID. And after that, let's put something else. Okay. What next? What next? I don't need the FID, you stupid more. We need the lines, we need the name, and we need the type. Why do we need the type? We don't need the type. We need the lines, the name. That's all we need, okay? We need the lines, and we need the name. Let's start with the name. What the hell is the name of the tag that we have? So the name of the tag that we have should be old tag dot FID, no, not FID, TGID. And then from that, we should be able to search within our magnificent system mtag.get. So we should be able to do mtag.get, like that. And then do mtag.tgid, like that. Okay. So here we get the name. Okay. Okay. So now we need the lines. Okay. So that's the name. We got the name. Namus Maximus. Okay. Let's say you often forget about bash commands that helps you navigate Linux. There is an app that allows you to download a bunch of code snippets from a bunch of user submitted GitHub repos. Maybe I'm different than you and I don't want to trash your projects because this is pretty much what everybody did with me and I'm absolutely all in for it. Trash me down. But um, I don't see. Did I say GitHub? 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 I have a big problem with that. I don't know why. I don't say GIF, I say GIF. But this bugs me. Somebody help me, I guess. Um, why would you want that on a phone? Do you really like do anything related to Linux on your phone? Maybe it's just me. I personally have nothing related to Linux. Is that a terminal for Android? Termix? But I wouldn't know. Don't do anything about that. I did like for 5 minutes while rooting my phone when I was 12, but oh, okay, you're a big okay, I get it. I get it. You're a big yeah. Okay, okay. I see the I see the type. I see the type, my friend. um yeah, well, if I'm trying to be honest, when I used to manage servers for well, a business I was managing, I used to SSH and VNC into all the machines from my phone too. That's true. It's just that I have chilled. I have chilled, and I'm always at home. So if there's an issue, I'll hop on here and I'll type away. And people don't know this because they are noobs too. This is the app idea. Yeah, but then again, not trying to trash. Okay, I'm just shooting things out. Who would use something where it is meant for people who are nerds, right? Because you want them to like have those commands on hand. That's a nerd. Not a pejorative. um, but not nerd enough to like do it themselves? Well, I mean, look, maybe there is. I'm just not the right guy to ask because I even when talking about SSH, about VNC, like never throughout all of that would I wanted a command coming from my phone or the other way around. Oh wait. Oh wait, maybe I'm just not understanding your idea. If your idea is to make an app with buttons and you like put your SSH key in and you can either like log in into an SSH terminal right away or just have a button do a specific command right away, that would be cool because I think that most of the terminal that I've messed with, like they don't have a feature where you can just like rest the button and just like vomit something into your computer. Like not just text, but actually executing a command like on a server or something. Um yeah, this is what the snippets are for to get you going. Never use KDE Connect? Yes, I have it, but not really use it. I use it for YouTube to do pause, and it doesn't really work all the time. Yeah, it's supposed to be a community project that allows better Linux plus phone integration. That would make sense, my friend. I'm all in for that. I'm all in for that. Everything that's a plus to Linux, I'm all in. I work as a web dev that's trying to go back to nerdy Linux stuff as a hobbyist. Your channel has been a cool resource. Thanks. Well, thank you for your support. It's appreciated. I like all the good comments. It's fun. Research is not always fun, but the comments are. So, yeah, that's the that's the dark part. All right, okay. I'm not looking at you. Don't forget to like. Okay, I'm looking at you. Don't forget to like. All right. I'm not looking at you now. I need to take 5 seconds to gigaline. Okay? I need to do boom, 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 boom. We're units, okay? We're units over here. We're so much units, okay, that we are uniting the units. That's going to work. This code will execute, and I'm gonna be famous for it. All right. Why am I putting this shit on a list when it can be into a tuple? Boom! God has created tuples just to make you hate yourself when you're at the end of a process and you need to add something to it. All right, all right. So now we've got a gigacode list that we're vomiting things in. So we're able to get the name, we're able to get the lines, and we're able to hit the like button. So that's pretty much all we need to do for that's pretty much that's pretty much all we need to do. Okay. I'm a being a dumb fuck. Okay. I'm not helping myself over here. Okay. All right, now we should be able to go through the list and just delete what we what works. Big win, big win for the for language over here. We're doing great, my friend. We're doing great. Okay, so if we have the name, we check the name. If we have the tag, we get the tag. So this would mean that we got it. Now the big issue is that this and this. Oh shoot. This else needs to apply to both of these. I don't have enough brain power for this. Holy. This is such an easy issue to fix. Why? Why brain? You're going to be picture in picture because I'm going to code on the side. I did not understand anything, but you're coding on the side, that's great. Okay. We need some big brain ideas over here. It's a buck. Oh, okay, yeah, the little thingy. Yeah, thingy. All right. I get you now. I get you. On the right side of the video, we can move across the roadways. Oh, I made it float. I'm floating. I'm floating. All right. I think I'm just being dumb here, and I shouldn't. So why is this hard? Hello, moron. Stop being a moron, okay? We're going to put a var. Okay, so we're going to be var moron, all right? We're going to call it true. This is going to be an if statement. If this, do this. And when we get over here, we're going to do var moron and we're going to put it to false. Okay, we have fixed our problem in not the good way, but you know what? It's the friends that we made along the day. Okay, we got it. So we've got a new tag. Okay, I did not work on that yet. Oh man. I'm trying to not do SQL, all right? I'm trying to work within whatever the system I have is. You know what? I need Mozart. When are you? Where? Come here, bitch. Play. Play for me. All right. We're locked in. Ah. Okay. I'm locked. I swear. So now we have a tag name ID. So we should be able to compare. Ooh. This should be a name tuple. And we should have the same name tuple. No, we don't. we should have at least the ID. We're going to get through this. Contain right over here, right at the start of our tuple. So right now, we should first see if anywhere inside of this shit, we've got what it takes. Oh man, I'm overthinking this. What if we have it multiple times? I'm screwed. I have under-engineered this shit. I guess they're going to be marked as members if they're part of something. So it doesn't matter if I have multiple times the same thing. So I would indeed need the type. But then, how would I know they're members of what? Shit. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright. Like, let's just go look what the F we're doing, alright? Let's just take a look. Let's boot up Bootlin. And let's go look what we're messing with. Because right now I'm trying to foresee the issues that we're going to have. So what's going on at line? Let's take like, where's the first member? Where are you, member? Okay, descriptor is a great example. So here, 126 to 222. Alright. Alright. I need to stop thinking. 126. Okay, descriptor. This looks like a pain. What are you trying to do? Alright. I'm trying to store everything into a database. And I'm sorry if I'm hitting you. The issue that I'm having right now is that the goal of storing everything into the database is to be able to extract it swiftly. Well, that's the first thing. And to be able to make graphs with it, or to make useful inference from it, make useful data from it. So the big issue that I'm having right now is that my first guess at doing this was just to store all the names of the function, the types of the function, and then the line that they're in. The problem is that then I don't have anything of value. I don't know what is inside of a struct, what is outside of a struct, what is just multiple things onto the same line. So I should probably be able to store some kind of relation, right? So I should be able to store, like when I store the type member, I should have some other table that says it's a member of that. Or maybe I don't know. I could keep some of the we're just talking about design here at this point, man. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much reinventing the wheel. It's because I'm probably overthinking here, but I need some kind of efficiency here. I cannot just put like I'm starting to think a bit more about it, and it just seems a bit like dumb. Like, of course it would work to be able to show a full page. Well, is it dumb? Because right now what I'm thinking about is Bootlin is able to do all that with this information, okay? So if I'm not able to, I'm the dumb one. So I'm trying to get my brain to understand what the hell they did and how they did that. How do they know where things are, right? If there's multiple members, oh, well, they probably don't care, right? Because the way that they do it is they store the name. The name and the type, I think. Name and type? No, just the name. They don't give a fuck. Alright. They just don't care about it, I guess. Okay. But that's not enough information for what I need. Right now I'm probably overthinking the design, and what I'm going to find is that I've already thought about all this like months ago, and I'm a big brain guy that has already fixed everything like a big boy, and that I shouldn't doubt myself, because always when I doubt what I'm doing, it means that I'm doing something wrong. Alright. Let's try to game this out a bit. I'll put this under. Let's put that. Yeah, I get that it's the early step of compilation. It's just that I don't know if my needs are the same. So, look, one of the things that I really want to be able to do is to be able to, with one query of my database, I should be able to extract a specific struct and all of its member. So right now, with the code that I have, I don't see how I would make this possible. Or, well, no, I know how I would make this possible, but the query would be bullshit. Because I would need to have like 15 queries, all back to back, saying from this line to this line, which is disgusting. Okay, this is disgusting SQL code. I'm not doing that. So right now I need to think of a new format where I create like some kind of tree. Storing the members in JSON. I don't know. Like, I could do it, but at that point I could vomit something into a database. I think that I should, like, just try to get what I just said. I should get it working, right? I should get working, querying one place and being able to get all the members. I'll just Google what the fuck you said. Abstraction syntax tree? I don't fucking know what this is. Give it to me. Oh no, I know what this is. Okay. Sorry. I know what this is. Or do I? I thought I know. I know what AST is. That's not it. Am I retarded? Hello? What the fuck is AST? What does AST means normally? Like in LLVM. Alright, I got it. It's clang. That's how you say it. What does abstract syntax tree? Okay, okay, we're on the same. Okay, okay, I got you. Connection. I'm in your mind, okay? So now I'm invoking the power of, I don't know, Jesus and connection in your mind. I've already thought of this, but the reason why I'm not doing this is because it will take so much time to like try to understand what. Oh no, maybe you're... No, you're smarter than me. No! No! You're smarter than me! Oh my god! Ah! Alright. Sorry. my brain is cooking right now. So, I've already looked into Clang AST. And this would be too complicated to implement. But I could do like a soft version of this in SQL. That's the gist of it. Okay, let's game this out. Alright, I need to start drawing. Okay. Okay. So tags, those things, should probably not be given to members, right? We should probably just use tags for real concept, not... Oh, sorry to hit you. Real concept, not members of another concept. Because it's useless to know when the member of another concept change. You probably want to know the top thing when this top thing changed. So we should exclude member. So no member. Okay, no member. November. Right, no member. Please. No member, right. Okay. So no member in tag. So now we should probably have another table. And this other table should be looked if the type tells us to look. So this way... Yeah, this way we could do all of this in one query anyway. Okay, this would be less disgusting. So then the members are in another table, and this table would probably start with tag. So we would put the tag ID as the first thing, and then the second column would be we could put line ID. Well, first we would need to put rank, right? I'm trying to game this out for our website. I don't want this to be like insanely complicated to compute. Probably don't need to know the lines within something. Just when they should occur should be good enough. Okay, so first thing should be the tag ID that we get from here. Second thing, oh boy, should be the rank. I say rank, but rank means when does it happen? Is it the first item? Is it the second item? Is it the third item inside of this struct, let's say? And then we would probably need to have some kind of member of member, right? Or a type. Yeah, a type would be important. So we could use a type like that, put it over here. So the last one would be type. So then you could have something that is a member of a member, right? So if we look... Okay, that makes sense. I need to... What a dumb fuck. Trying to take a picture. Brother, you're on a screenshot thing. You probably can save. Okay, it's at the bottom. Save this. Save as. On the desktop. Okay. I need this. I need this. Yes, the reason why I don't care about the span within a file is because we already have it from the first tag, right? The first tag will give us, well, it's from that line to that line. Then we link it using the tag ID to know this is the first item, this is the second item, this is the third. But in reality, we don't really need to know what lines those items are, because if we truly need to display something, we're going to get all of that information, and we can just get JavaScript to loop and find it yourself. But most of the time we're not going to use it for that, right? We're going to do graphs with it. We're going to make it pretty, and when we're making shit pretty, we don't care about the fucking lines. So this would make sense, I guess. Okay, I'm looking at your second comment, and yeah, we're on the same line, I think we're on the same line. Nice, indeed, nice. Okay, so I'll just set that behind what... Okay. Where do I store this? Behind. Okay. Are you streaming on a separate UID? If not, I recommend doing that. Just keep private separate from public. I thought about that, but I gotta be honest. Look, if people want to know where you live, it's very easy in Quebec. So if you want to know who I am, it's pretty easy. So look, I'm streaming. I'm gonna live with the consequences of that. If my takes are too insane. Too convenient to go the extra mile. Well, it would be pretty easy, and I thought about it. It's just that there's also another thing to when you try to improve your privacy in that way, is that you're always thinking about it, right? You're like looking at your terminal and you're like, oh shit, that's my name. Like, so, like, yeah, that's it. I kind of gave up. I'm like, you know what? We're in an internet world, and I'm in a place where I'm gonna be okay. Me and my daughter are gonna be okay. Well, I understand, but like, okay, I'll phrase it another way. You don't worry about losing something that has no value to you, right? That's it. No, I've decided that this thing that normally some people would give value to has no value to me. So I'll just live with it. I've accepted it. We can go on. So, yeah. All right. What did I want to show? I wanted to show something so bad. And my brain just died. Or should I just include the freaking line? Should I just do it? I will. Alright, get in. We're doing some SQL, my friends. I'm trying to think about everything now. Oh, I'll probably be gone, my friend. I don't know if I'm able to cook. I think it's going to be tomorrow morning. Well, morning. Midday. And about... You know what? I think that's going to be it for today anyway. If you're still here, tomorrow I'll maybe... 12 EST. That's going to be my time. Not... Yeah, 12 EST. So, whatever the hell this is for you. That's where I'm going. Probably streaming that day. If I'm able to, tomorrow. But at the end of the day, for sure, I'll be there same time. I'll do that probably every day. And I'll save this, okay? We're going to make this happen. We're going to make some AST over here. So, cheers. Take care. And thank you to everyone that are still in here. Really love the little stream. It was very fun. We're doing this again tomorrow. Hopefully 2 times. Hey. Bye-bye for real now.